Football is known as the beautiful game, but sometimes players and even entire teams have gone to unbelievable lengths to gain an advantage. From outrageous dives and fake injuries to shocking scandals that changed football history, here are 34 times football players were caught cheating. During a match between Atlético Nacional and Tequendama Barcelona, goalkeeper Umsimo Banguera completely wiped out an attacker who was through on goal. The referee immediately reached for a red card. Realizing what was coming, Banguera suddenly collapsed to the ground and pretended to be seriously injured, hoping to avoid punishment. Unfortunately for him, the referee wasn't fooled and showed the red card anyway. It remains one of the most bizarre attempts to escape a sending off. Next comes a moment that frustrated rival fans. During a London derby, Declan Rice repeatedly placed the ball outside the corner arc while taking corners. The small adjustment gave Arsenal a slightly better angle for deliveries. One of those corners eventually led to a goal, sparking debate about whether officials should have intervened earlier. Harry Kane once demonstrated a more subtle form of gamesmanship. During a match, he shouted "Leave it" toward an opposing defender. Believing the instruction came from a teammate, the defender stopped chasing the ball. Kane continued his run and helped create a goal. Technically clever, but certainly not sporting. Then there was Neymar at the 2018 World Cup. After receiving a challenge, he rolled dramatically across the pitch, clutching different parts of his body while screaming in pain. The incident instantly became a global meme. Fans around the world recreated the moment, and Neymar's reputation for exaggerating contact became stronger than ever. Greek defender Kyriakos Papadopoulos produced another unforgettable performance. Following a routine challenge, he reacted as if he had suffered a career-ending injury. His dramatic screams and exaggerated fall earned sympathy from the referee, while many fans couldn't believe what they were watching. Alvaro Morata also provided a classic football moment. He appeared to be seriously injured and rolled around in pain. Seconds later, his team scored. Miraculously, Morata sprang to his feet and celebrated enthusiastically, looking completely healthy. Christian Benteke once won a crucial penalty after falling to the ground despite minimal contact. Replays suggested the defender had barely touched him, yet the referee pointed to the spot. Liverpool converted and won the match. Football's rulebook contains some unusual laws. Marco Verratti discovered one of them when he deliberately headed the ball back toward his goalkeeper in an attempt to bypass the back pass rule. The referee immediately recognized the trick and punished him. Cristiano Ronaldo also found himself criticized after a dramatic dive against Luxembourg. Portugal were already comfortably winning, yet Ronaldo exaggerated minimal contact and went down dramatically. The footage quickly spread online, leading to widespread mockery. Goalkeepers have often shown remarkable creativity when under pressure. Justin Bilo once threw a spare ball onto the pitch after his own mistake left the goal exposed. The extra ball forced play to stop and saved his team from danger. Marvin Hitz took things even further. Before an opponent's penalty kick, he secretly damaged the penalty spot with his boots. The striker slipped during the run-up and missed. Although clever, it was clearly against the spirit of the game. At Euro 2020, Ciro Immobile appeared seriously injured against Belgium. While lying on the ground demanding treatment, Italy scored. Instantly cured, Immobile jumped up and celebrated with his teammates, leaving viewers laughing around the world. Neymar appears again on this list. During a friendly against Gamba Osaka, he threw himself to the ground despite replays showing virtually no contact. The incident became another example of his reputation for simulation. Rivaldo delivered another legendary example at the 2002 World Cup. A Turkish player kicked the ball at Rivaldo's leg. Rivaldo immediately grabbed his face and collapsed dramatically. The Turkish player received a red card, but FIFA later fined Rivaldo after reviewing the footage. Sergio Busquets produced perhaps football's most famous fake injury. After minimal contact from Thiago Motta, Busquets fell to the ground clutching his face. While lying there, cameras caught him peeking through his fingers to see whether the referee had punished the opponent. As we enter the top 10, the incidents become even more shocking. Arturo Vidal once appealed for a penalty after tripping over his own feet. Despite having no contact from an opponent, he protested passionately, hoping to convince the referee. Raheem Sterling won a controversial penalty against Shakhtar Donetsk after appearing to kick the ground rather than being fouled. The referee awarded the spot kick, leaving players and fans stunned. Kemar Rufai handled the ball deliberately to stop a goal, while Anthony Knockaert became famous for a dramatic dive in a high-pressure playoff match. One of the biggest controversies in Champions League history occurred in 2009 when Chelsea faced Barcelona. Chelsea believed they were denied several clear penalties. Barcelona eventually progressed thanks to Andres Iniesta's late goal, and furious Chelsea players confronted the referee after the final whistle. Women's football was also shaken by reports involving eligibility concerns within Iran's national setup. The allegations sparked widespread debate and official investigations. Finally, we arrive at number 1. The most elaborate cheating scandal in football history occurred during a 1989 World Cup qualifier between Brazil and Chile. Chile needed a victory to qualify. During the match, a flare landed near goalkeeper Roberto Rojas. Moments later, Rojas collapsed bleeding and claimed he had been struck. Chile's players left the field in protest, hoping Brazil would be punished. However, photographs revealed the flare had landed nowhere near the goalkeeper. Further investigations uncovered the truth. Rojas had hidden a razor blade inside his glove and cut himself deliberately. The scandal was enormous. FIFA handed Rojas a lifetime ban, punished several officials, and banned Chile from the next World Cup qualification cycle. To this day, it remains one of the most shocking and calculated acts of fraud football has ever witnessed. These moments remind us that while football is loved for its skill, passion, and drama, it has also produced some of the most unbelievable acts of deception in sporting history.